Hey guys, so I thought I would put together a little video talking about sort of the ins and outs musically of Witness, how it came together, how it kind of works on a musical level. When I first started writing the song, I was just playing and I started playing this chord progression. It's just a C chord and a D with the F sharp in the bass. Sorry if this gets a little technical. Maybe it'll be kind of interesting to some of you, or even those of you who aren't musical. But anyway, C chord, a D chord with an F sharp in the bass, and then an A minor, and then an F chord. So super simple chord progression, just 4 chords, which is sort of rare for me. I usually don't have songs that are kind of just one simple chord progression the whole time, but this one is just kind of that one chord progression over and over, and then it kind of builds up by having different things come in over it. So it's a simple chord progression, but I think the reason it's kind of unique and kind of works and has this slightly creepy feel is, so you got the C chord, then you got the D chord, A minor and F, and that D chord, it's a D major and then an F major. And those two chords are not technically in the same key, because if you play this F chord and then you play the F sharp from the D chord, those are very dissonant together. So you've got this F note, and then you have this D sharp, which is super, you can hear those chords those notes are very dissonant with each other. So I think having those two chords together in the progression is what gives it that kind of creepy feel. And then you actually have the melody coming in over this F chord. So you got, you've actually got that note at the same time, if that makes any sense. And then over that, it just kind of does that over and over. And in the recording, there's a bunch of different guitars stacked playing the chord progression, which gives it this really thick, kind of guttural feel. One of the guitars is a baritone guitar, which is a super rare guitar that people don't really use. It's like between a bass and a normal guitar. So it's got this very low, weird mid-range kind of sound and very thick. I really like baritone guitar. So it's just doing that over and over. When I was first writing it, the first lyric I had was the outro, and the first melody, just that, somebody call another witness and put his hand over the Bible. Just that line, somebody call another witness, put his hand over the Bible. That was the first line, and kind of got my imagination going, and the rest of the song is kind of written around that line. So it's just doing that chord progression, and then you've got, partway into the verse, there's this piano arpeggios that come in over it. Just doing that. And it just starts doing that, and then just one thing after another kind of comes in, and it builds up kind of to this crescendo moment, and then everything drops out, and it's just kind of acoustic breakdown. Just again, pretty simple, and that was like another song, or I thought it would be another song when I started playing that part, but it felt like it just fit right in here, and there needed to be something dynamic to happen in Witness, because rather than just having it be that same thing. And then when it comes back in, everything's kind of at full blast at the end, and a bunch of little other moments come in, what we call in recording events, which is like a little melody comes in here, another little guitar comes in here, and kind of just builds up to that outro section. So that is kind of the idea. That's where Witness came from. And hopefully that gives you a little insight into the writing process.